So now we've configured the PDF. You can see everything has a name or a label that makes sense. Everything has an assigned field type. So now we need to go ahead and see how these look in the web form and get our web form into a good spot. So the first thing I like to do is create different page breaks to kind of break up the form. So probably want a first one that's something like an introduction. Not work, add a page break. Okay, great. So that's like our new page now. Let's see here. So we can like add like some intro text here later. We'll get to that later. So this would be like uh, uh, applicant information, let's say, would be the first thing we want to do. So actually these would probably be something else. So let's actually add another page break here. We'll make this first one shelter information. And then this second one can be applicant information. And then I believe there's another section down here starting like here that gets to like some questions for the applicant. So I'll add a page break. We'll make this questionnaire, got our questions. And then I think there's another section about other, like your home environment. Okay, so we'll make this another break. Oops, over here. Applicant home. And then this one was about other pets. We'll add a page break for other pets. Okay, you get the idea. And then the next, so that's what I like to start with that, because then if you have any unconnected fields on your PDF, I actually have one unconnected array. So the green means they're connected with a little plug, and the blue means unconnected. It's easier to add them up this way. So I can just add this up, and then we're going to add this as the breed. I'm not going to do this whole thing now, but you get the idea. It's sort of like easier to put them onto different pages, and the page breaks help your users as they're filling out the form. Then the next thing we want to do is add unconnected fields and logic. So sometimes you might need to add like an email field. This already has it. So let's see a good logic. I think they have to answer all of these. Oh, the first page had one. Oh no, this was actually, I think there was one on this page. Okay. Okay, here's a perfect one. So this is your like type of home. So I might change this to be type of home. And if they select other, we need them to describe other. But we don't need to show that field if they answer home or apartment. But if they answer other, they have to answer that field. So here's a great place to add logic. So we're going to go to this other field, and we're going to add field logic, add a condition. This is if home, type of home equals other, then they will be required to fill out this other field. And you can see this little icon shows that there is logic there. So we're just gonna go through the form, do a little cleanup, like I forgot to delete this 3 when I was creating the PDF, and just go through. So here's another good logic area. Any known allergies? Looks like if they answer yes, they need to describe them. So let's see, allergies equals yes. Then we need them to complete this. And I'm going to call it something like description of allergies. Just go through your document and add things like that. I'm trying to think of a good example for an unconnected field. Don't really have any in this form, but you could say something like, oh, here we could add some explanation. So here's some, let's add some explanation text here. So this would be a field that doesn't necessarily have output onto the PDF, but you want to add it on the web form for whatever reason. Oh, a file upload. Let's do that. So let's go over to the end of the application. Or maybe, I don't know, if their lease, think about the home. Let's say, okay, applicant home. Does your lease allow pets? Maybe we want them to upload a copy of their lease just to be extra sure. So we'll add an input field, and then we're going to make this a file upload. So by adding an input field means that it's not going to go on the PDF, but it will be information that's collected as part of the web form. So we're going to say lease document. Please upload. Let's say please upload a copy of the relevant pages of your lease. I'm guessing this would not be required, but just an example. So we're going to make this all file types, and that's going to be required. So it shows it's not connected. That's fine, but I do think we'd probably want to add logic onto this one too.